I'm your friend and host Sanjay Bakshi. I welcome you all to the brand new episode of Entrepreneurs with Us Touch. I would like to start today's program with a powerful quote from Warden, which says, "Do not follow where the path may lead. Instead, go where there is no path and leave a trail." Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Gaurav Sharma, our guest for the show today. Mr. Gaurav Sharma is a self-made man. He is the founder and CEO of Brilliant Academy Education Private Limited, Pathankot. It would be really inspirational for all of us to know about his entrepreneurial journey, the ups and downs which he had to face during this journey, and how was he able to overcome these hurdles. It would be really inspirational for all the budding entrepreneurs. Mr. Gaurav Sharma has proved that if you are determined about achieving something, then obstacles can just not stop you from doing it. It is actually a privilege for Midas Touch to have Mr. Gaurav Sharma on the show today. From the entire team of Midas Touch, I welcome you all for today's show.
Thank you to the whole team of the Midas Touch, especially Mr. Sanjay Bakshi, and I would like to pay my gratitude to the offer given by Mr. Sanjay Bakshi, and I would share some of my success stories, my experience, okay, the way I'm running my own business, okay, the way I'm improving day by day, the plans, the strategies which I adopted while doing all these kind of activities. Thanks a lot.
Gaurav, to begin with, I will request you to kindly give a brief introduction about yourself to our viewers.
Hello everyone, my name is Gaurav and I'm from Pathankot. I'm 35 years old, and by profession I'm a trainer of communication skills and teacher of English grammar, and used to provide the classes to the students who appear for entrance exams, especially banking, SSC, state, etc. So I have overall 15 years experience in education sector. I taught in Chandigarh and then came back to Pathankot, started our own venture. That name is Brilliant Academy Edu Private Limited. So in this academy we have the highest selections in different kind of government jobs. If you talk about banking, if you talk about SSC, if you talk about state exams, if you talk about defense exam, we have the tremendous selection. So we've been recognized in this area only due to our highest selections. So the reason behind the success of this particular academy is the excellent team. We work 7 days in a week, okay, we have excellent study material, and we care our students. Like if anybody come to us, we provide the full-fledged teaching as well as study material, and we cater the students until he or she clears the test. So we never leave our student behind at any condition. Okay, this is the reason of our success.
Gaurav, English communication training is your forte. I would request you to kindly tell our viewers about your journey of becoming an communicative English teacher. What factors prompted you to become a communicative English teacher?
The reason of becoming a trainer of communication skills is quite simple because in my earlier journey, I started my journey with a call center. It's a domestic call center, and there I perform pretty well, and I love to have interaction with different people. And then I joined international call center. Then I've gone through different kind of trainings of voice and accent, speech enhancement, and your speech variations. And this is the reason I started loving interactions. And then I one day I felt that I should go for into that training section, and I decided to educate and to give training to the different kind of students and different kind of employers in different companies. And I joined different sessions in Chandigarh, and then I decided I should be a trainer. And when I came back to Pathankot, again I started with this skill, and it was really fruitful to me. Earlier I was in spoken, voice and accent, and then I transferred my this whole journey into English grammar also. And here I got tremendous success. I worked in Pathankot, then I worked in Gurdaspur, then I worked in Mukeria, then I worked in Batala, then I worked in Dhariwal, and small areas nearby my town. And I guess it's a wonderful experience. So as a communication trainer, as an English teacher, especially for grammar, I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying every time whenever I teach to my students in every class. And for that, I guess it is a blessing. I'm not saying like it's only hard work that matters. It is a blessing by God that I'm enjoying my work, and this is the reason I'm getting success.
Gaurav, tell us a bit about your institute, Brilliant Academy. When did you establish it, and what kind of trainings are you currently imparting from this institute?
So the name of my academy is Brilliant Academy EDU Private Limited, and it is in Pathankot city, and it's a famous place, that's Dangu Road. And we've been providing this particular coaching for last 6 years, and we have been expertise in the coaching of entrance exam, that we say aptitude test. And we are into banking, into SSC, into state exams, into defense exams. We have the tremendous results in defense exams also, and it includes Army, Indian Army, Air Force, Navy. And for that we provide the study material, the full-fledged teaching. We have 7 days working model, and we have the highest selections in this area, I can say. And apart from all that, we never leave any student behind. As I mentioned earlier, we provide the training of 3 to 4 months, and after that we keep on working on the students who really want to clear the test. And the students can come more than a year also, and we cater the students until he or she clear the test. That's a commitment from our side. So I suggest, and I would like to have a request to all the parents to provide the entrance exam coaching to the students who really have a dream to be an officer, who really have a dream to have a great career. So instead of spending your valuable money into the possessions, just give the best education to your kids so that they could do something better for themselves. Thank you.
Gaurav, what challenges did you face in order to establish yourself as a communicative English teacher? Because I believe that every journey has got some or other teething problems. So what problems or challenges did you face in the initial phase of establishing yourself as a communicative English teacher?
Struggles and hurdles are part and parcel of our life, and we have to face. One who want to be a successful person, he or she has to struggle a lot. So in my journey of being a trainer of communication skills, I faced a lot. Different people condemn you a lot, Okay, they discourage you a lot that you don't have good communication, you have some grammar mistake, you have this and that problem. You have to accept it. Okay, don't ignore it. Just if somebody is finding faults in you, just try your energy to make it perfect. Okay, once you are in perfection, the people who used to find faults in you, they will start following you. So this thing you need to understand. Take the challenge and prove yourself that you are right. Okay, so there is a phrase and there is a saying we used to say, when you are doing something you can think a lot, when you are planning something you can think a lot, but when you have started doing something, then stop thinking, then start doing only. कोई भी काम जो आपने करना है, करने से पहले सोच लो अच्छे से, बट करने के बाद उस काम के बारे में सोचना कि करा, क्यों करा, गलत करा, होगा या नहीं होगा, that is the wastage of time. That strategy is very poor strategy. Okay, when you started doing that thing, then you have to just work. Struggles, hurdles, ये आएंगी ही आएंगी. That are the essential and the important part of our life. If they come to in our path, then there's a hint that you are on the right track of success. You have to just swipe off all these kind of problems and hurdles. So I face a problem and I prove myself that I can do it. That's it. So quit in any venture, quit in any competition is very easy, but to struggle with that is the right way of success.
Gaurav, why is there an obsession among the students to learn spoken English? You will find that every student has a dream to speak English confidently and fluently. Tell us a bit more about it.
Well, English is a really popular language and it's in high demand. Every second person, or you can say, learn English, and you might have heard, you might have seen so many academy which provide the spoken English courses to the students. And the reason why it is getting so much popular and why it has become so much popular, because this language is being spoken in most of the big countries, the developed countries, and everybody plans for a great career in his life. And once the person plans like the person could have worked in a big company, in an MNC, even in foreign countries, and this language is must. And even if you want to go abroad for study, you have to clear the IELTS exam. Okay, before doing IELTS exam, you must have good understanding of English writing, reading, speaking, and even listening skills. Okay, so this is the reason to get the overseas exposure, to work in a bigger platform, and just like in an MNC. Even in most of the Indian countries or the nearby Asian countries, English has become a standardized language, and it is required, and it is a kind of parameter before joining a big venture, before joining to a big company. Okay. So this is the, I think, reason it is getting much popular. People really love to learn English. Whether it is the online class, whether it is an offline class, people just want to love to learn English language these days. So that's the reason
Gaurav, as you mentioned that English has emerged as a global language, a language which connects different countries together. What challenges do students face or feel in real life when they come to you in order to learn spoken English?
So there is one more important thing while learning English, that it seems to be very difficult when we start learning English. People used to say, okay, see, English is really difficult to learn. So why it seems to be so difficult? Why people say it is so difficult? So there is a reason. You need to understand it. Okay. When even I started learning English, and I face some of the problems. Okay. And even I felt that it is difficult, but somehow I managed myself. Let me explain. First of all, while learning English, most of the students they feel shy. There is a shyness in themselves while speaking English. It is a different language, okay? And because we feel comfortable in speaking Hindi, Punjabi, or any other local language, but in English we feel very much shyness, okay? And why the shyness? Because people start discouraging you. They start like they will say, usually make fun of yours, like you're speaking English, you want to be a foreigner or what? And we somehow in the middle class society, the people used to condemn you. They might discourage you, and at the moment you start there is one specific word you need to understand: never ever try to underestimate yourself. You have so much capability to do something. So in this way, I used to face problem because my friends used to say, this guy has become mad because he always tried to speak English, even he doesn't know much of that. Okay, his sentences somehow are not correct. Okay, his speech, his accents, his pronunciation is not somehow excellent, and still I don't know why he's wasting time and making fun of him. Then because my goal, first of all, just remember, before doing anything you must be aware what are you doing and why are you doing. Just remember again, what are you doing and why are you doing. Just have some focus on this particular thing. You won't bother about any other person who try to discourage you, okay, in every sense or in any sense. So let's discuss. I tell you a story, listen story carefully. You will never feel any kind of discouragement in your life, and especially in learning English communication skills. So I brief the story in Hindi so that you could understand the crunch of the story. Okay, so there was so four person, चार friends एक कार में जा रहे होते. It was a midnight and काफ़ी बारिश हो रही होती इस टाइम पर, और उनके पास काफ़ी ज़्यादा कैश होता, तो वो काफ़ी स्पीड से जा रहे होते हैं बिकॉज देयर वाज अ हाईवे एंड वो थोड़े से डरे थे. एंड वो जैसे ही टर्न करते थे व्हीकल को, वो स्किड होता था उसका टायर, और ऐसा करते करते उसका एक बोल्ट लूज होना स्टार्ट हो गया. स्किडिंग करते करते सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ लूज हो गया, और सडनली एक टाइम ऐसा आया कि चारों बोल्ट निकल गई और टायर निकल गया. एंड सडनली उनको पता चलता है, दे स्टॉप द कार एंड दे वर रियली अफ्रेड ऑफ, डरे हुए थे. तो उन्होंने बाहर निकल के देखा कि कहीं से हेल्प हो जाए, बिकॉज दे डरे हुए थे, उनके पास काफ़ी कैश था, कोई ले सकता था, लूट आउट हो सकता था. तो एट द मोमेंट दे फाउंड अ बिल्डिंग, वहाँ पर देखा कि वहाँ पर समहाउ उनको कोई हेल्प मिल सकती है. तो वहाँ पर लिखा था पागल खाना. तो वहाँ पर एक लड़का था एक फर्स्ट फ्लोर के अंदर, तो उसने उसको देखा, उसने बोला कि आप यहाँ पर क्या कर रहे हो. तो उसने बोला ये तो पागल है, ये क्या हेल्प करेगा. तो वो जाने लगता, बोला कि प्रॉब्लम क्या है मुझे, यू कैन टेल मी ना, आई हेल्प. तो उसने बोला चलो पूछ लेते हैं एक बार. तो उन्होंने बोला एक्चुअली हम लोग जा रहे थे तो हमारा एक टायर है वो निकल गया, बोल्ट हमारे पास है नहीं है, तो आई डोंट नो हाउ टू फिक्स इट. तो उसने बोला अच्छा ये बात है. उसने बोला एक काम करो, 3 टायर लगे हुए हैं. कहते यस. जैक है आपके पास? यस. उसने कहा जैक लगाओ, पहले तीनों टायर का एक बोल्ट लगा लो, तीनों टायरों का एक बोल्ट लगा लो. 3 बोल्ट हो गया आपके पास. अब आपका चौथा टायर उन 3 बोल्ट के साथ अटैच हो जाएगा. स्लो कार चलाना, आगे कहीं पर जाके फिक्स करवा देना. And the person got very surprised. How could it be happen? ये तो पागल इंसान है, इसको कैसे इतनी नॉलेज है, जो चीज़ें हमें नहीं पता चली, हमने इतना पैसा कमाया, हमें ये आइडिया नहीं आया, इसको कैसे आया. तो उसने उसको बोला कि तू तो पागल है यार, तुम्हें ऐसा आइडिया कैसे आएगा. आई एम रियली सरप्राइज्ड कि हम अपने आप को इतना समझदार, इतना इंटेलिजेंट मानते हैं और हमें ऐसा आइडिया नहीं आया. देन ही सेड मैं पागल हूँ, मैं बेवकूफ़ नहीं हूँ. So there is a phrase, it's better to be mad to achieve something good in your life. It's better to be mad. किसी भी अच्छी चीज़ को अचीव करने के लिए पागल होना बहुत अच्छी बात है, but it is really foolish. ये बहुत ही बेवकूफ़ी वाली बात होती है to do nothing and criticize others. So remember this story. Just be mad to do something. अपना फोकस क्लियर रखो एंड क्या कर रहे हो और क्यों कर रहे हो, ये क्वेश्चन क्लियर रखो. You never feel any sort of discouragement from any person.
Gaurav, in a very short span of time, Brilliant Education Private Limited has been able to establish itself in Pathankot. Rather, I must say that you have been able to carve a niche for yourself in Pathankot. I would request you to kindly give us a gist about your entrepreneurial life journey so that it should be there as a inspirational one and a motivational one for our viewers.
I would like to share one story while struggling a lot. When I was in Chandigarh, I was suffering from TB. It's a kind of infection, chest infection. The TB, you must have heard, it's a kind of very critical disease we used to consider. And I was there alone. I had to go there. I had to leave my city due to some personal reasons. And I had to work over there doing job and as well as study also. And there's a moment when I was there. I was working in a call center, and I had to attend the early shift at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was a time of winters, January month, and one of my colleague, the room partner, he was on leave. He went to his home, so I was alone there, and when I slept at night, I was so dedicated to my work, and I was needy also, that I have to wake early in the morning to attend the shift. Otherwise, if I get late, okay, it will be marked as leave, and I won't get the salary of that day. So I was so obsessed, I was so awakened that at night I just woke up and I just tried to find like what's the time, but I forgot I didn't have a watch. Even I didn't have a watch. Mobile is a different thing. I didn't have even mobile. And I remember I used to notice the time with the help of my friend's watch. And it was really difficult for me to understand that what's the time because of winters. It's all dark outside. And so what to do? I was confused. And I remember just nearby to my particular room, there's a red light and there's a digital clock over there, but it was a little bit far away. You can say it's around 1 kilometer. So I decided to go there, and I just had some jacket and everything. It was really cold outside. I went over there and I saw what's the time. It was 2:13. I felt relaxed. Okay, it's 2:13. I had to sleep because I really wanted to sleep. I was tired. So I went back, and then again I slept. After some time I again woke up, and I just try to notice what's the time, but again I had no any option. But the second time it was really difficult for me, a person who's suffering from TB and a person who really dedicated towards the duty, and because I'm the needy person, and I had to go again. I have to wear all the jackets and everything, and again it is 1 kilometer away. I went back and see the time and found that it is 3:30, and I felt relaxed. Okay, at least I got some more time to complete my sleep. I went back to my room, and then again I slept, and after some time the same thing happened. I woke up, I couldn't find the time. This time I had no dare to go out and check the time. Really, it wasn't possible. I wasn't that healthy, and even it was very cold outside at night. So I just stood in front of my gate, and I was waiting that somebody just passed by the road, and I asked, and even my neighbors, everybody was sleeping. So I just heard the whistle of the watchman. At least I got somebody. So I went out, and I tried to find where is he, but he was on bicycle. So he keeps on riding the bicycle, and I was running before that particular bicycle, and I guess it's been 5 to 7 minutes run. I finally caught him. He was scared that somebody is chasing him maybe some sort of problem could be there, but I just said him, I'm just the resident of this place, okay, and please, I just want to know the time because I have to go to my early shift. I'm doing a job here, and finally he told me the time. It's 4:45, and then I got ready, and then I went to my job. I never forget that time. I didn't have a watch. I was suffering from a critical disease. It was cold outside, and I had to check the time, and I had to go so many times to check the time outside. So from this thing, I felt that I'm so much dedicated towards my duty, towards my work. Need is an important part, but your dedication determines whether you get success or not. So after getting established in Chandigarh, I had everything, I had car, I had flat and everything. And when I was there, I was having 40 to 50,000 per month. I was earning well, but unfortunately I came back to my city due to some personal reasons. Then I was earning 6,000 per month. I started my academy, and it was a new academy, nobody knew very well. So even I was engaged, and I was having 6,000. Then I started, working in my English and in my grammar, and I got an opportunity in a franchising model. I started working Pathankot, Gurdaspur, Batala in different areas as a trainer, and started earning 20,000, 30,000. Then I started my own venture, Brilliant Academy. I started earning 1 lakh per month, 2 lakh per month, 3 lakh per month, then 5 lakh per month, now more than 5 lakh per month. So I feel really blessed now. That's it. This is my journey. This is what I feel. If you can plan, if you are dedicated, you can do anything, anywhere. When I was in Chandigarh, I was earning 50,000, but now I'm in a small city, I'm earning more than 5 lakhs here. I'm running successful business here. It's only due to the dedication. You must be dedicated to your work.
Thank you, Gaurav. It was actually a privilege for all of us to have you on the show. I'm sure your entrepreneurial journey would be an inspiration for our viewers. The kind of ups and downs which you have seen during this journey, and in spite of these challenges, hurdles and obstacles, you were determined to carve a niche for yourself. And they say, God helps those who help themselves. So from the entire team of Midas Touch, I wish you and your institute, Brilliant Academy Education Private Limited, the very best of everything for the future endeavors. May the Almighty bless you with loads and loads of success in days to come. With that, once again, from the entire team of Midas Touch, I thank you for being here on the show.